In the kingdom of Magadha there once lived 7 brothers, and the strange thing about them was that they were all magicians. They could do all kinds of amazing things, and nobody knew how they carried out their enchantments. A mile or so from where they lived was the house of 2 brothers who were the sons of a Khan, a local ruler. The elder of these 2 wanted to learn magic, so he went to the 7 magicians, and he said, "Teach me to understand your art," and he stayed with them for 7 years, trying to find out their secrets. But the magicians kept him very busy, doing all kinds of tasks, and they never taught him the key to their mystic knowledge. One day, however, the younger brother came to visit him and, looking through a crack in the door into the room where the magicians were at work, managed to learn and to understand the whole of their magical science. And so the 2 sons of the Khan went home together, the elder because he could never learn anything from the magicians, and the younger because he had learnt everything that they knew. As they went along, the younger brother said, "Now that I have obtained all their secrets, the 7 magicians will probably want to do us some harm. So you go to the stable, which we left empty. There you will now find a wonderful horse. Put a bridle on him, and lead him out to sell. Make sure that you do not go in the direction of the magicians. When you have sold him, bring back the money you have received." When he had said this, he went away, turned himself into a horse with the spells he had learnt, and entered the stable to wait for his brother to collect him for sale. But the elder brother, since the magicians had told him nothing, was not afraid of them at all. He said to himself, "If my brother is so clever that he can conjure a fine horse into the stable, let him produce another one for us to sell. I'll keep this one for myself." So he saddled and bridled the horse, but he found that he could not control him. Because he was not taking him to sell, and having forgotten to avoid the magician's house, he soon found that the animal had borne him away and was standing by the door of the house of the warlocks. The elder brother now decided that the best thing to do would be to sell the horse, and he offered it to the magicians at a high price. They realized that it was magical, and they said to one another, "We must prevent the spread of magical horses and things of that kind, otherwise they will become too common, and people will not come to us to buy our wonders. Let us get this horse and kill it, common, and people will not come to us to buy our wonders. Let us get this horse and kill it." The magicians paid the asking price, took the horse, which was really the enchanted younger brother, and shut it up in a dark stall. When they were ready to slaughter it, one of them held it by the tail, another by the head, and the others by its legs, so that it could not break away. When the young man who had become a horse realized what they were about to do, seeing the knife in the hand of the seventh magician, he thought, "I wish that any other living being could appear, so that I might put myself into it." Hardly was this thought formed in his head than a little fish came swimming down a nearby stream, and the son of the Khan, in some strange way, went into it. He became the fish. But the seven magician brothers knew what had happened, and they turned themselves into 7 large fish, which followed the small one. When they were very close to the little fish, with their mouths wide open to swallow him, the son of the Khan said, within himself, "I wish that any other living being could appear, so that I might put myself into it." All at once there was a dove, flying in the air, and the Khan's son became the dove. The 7 magicians, seeing what had happened, transformed themselves into 7 hawks, and pursued the dove over hills and dales, and nearly overtook him when it took refuge in Tibet. There is a shining mountain southwards in Tibet, and the dove managed to enter a cave there, called the Giver of Rest. There the dove went into the presence of the great teacher Nagarjuna. The 7 magicians, at the entrance to the cave, changed themselves into pious men, dressed in cotton garments. They entered the presence of the Master, and humbly requested that he give them his rosary, because, by then, the dove had changed itself into a single bead on the string carried by the great teacher. But Nagarjuna understood inwardly what was happening. He handed them the chaplet, but not before he had taken off the single bead which was the dwelling of the son of the Khan. He dropped the bead out of his mouth, and it instantly became a man again, with a great and wonderful stick. Now the son of the Khan took the stick and slew the magicians who had been posing as pilgrims.